स्टैंड अप कॉमिक्स एंड रोस्टिंग जैसे सभ्यता है, इंटरनेशनली स्पीकिंग ऑल बेट्स आर ऑफ। मुझे ज्यादा दुख इस बात का हुआ कि जो कमेंट दिया गया उसमें जोक नहीं था। आई हैव द मोस्ट फ्लारी लैंग्वेज, आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज एनीथिंग रॉन्ग, इट्स अ सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड शो। और अभी भी आप प्रयागराज, बनारस, लखनऊ में नॉन वेज मुशायरा होते हैं। आई वॉज इन्वाइटेड टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द मराठी version of India's Got Latent. Even their slapstick, under the belt comedy is clever.
Does it have the same fabric as
Same
Ranveer?
fabric and with the done with the knowing of Samay. I don't remember Sonu itna, but I do remember learning the dance with Master Ji, which is Saroj Master Ji. I was rehearsing and she said, तुम मिलाद जी की बेटी हो, मतलब कि तुमसे कमर भी नहीं हिलाई जा रही है।
You were not part of another Lijjat Papad
I
ad.
was, I'm forgetting. I know that, I know the bungalow, I remember. I don't think Underworld में आप करके बात करेंगे. And Rana as well as Venkatesh sir were great people to work with.
Ishitta Arun, welcome to CNN News 18.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for joining us, Ishita. Ishita, you are a multifaceted artist. You are an actor, a VJ, a lyricist, also an Instagrammer. Your reels are very entertaining,
Thank you.
be it the PT teacher one or about the Mumbai roads.
Yeah.
But today, I want to ask you about the ongoing Ranveer Badia's controversy. About
Right.
you also made a reel as well.
Yeah. The thing is, that roasting is stand-up comics and roasting as a thing, जैसे सभ्यता है, internationally speaking, all bets are off. Okay. So, वहाँ language या कैसे कहा जाता है, वो ज्यादा मायने नहीं रखता उस दुनिया में। what matters is कि how you land the joke and how उसका subtext क्या है, right? So काफी बहुत ही जाने माने there'll be lots of international like comedians that you see who use all sorts of languages, but the subtext of the joke is very clever, and that then that becomes their style. I don't see anything. I myself, let me be honest, I'm not I'm the most I have the most flowery language. I have the most flowery language. My mother thankfully is not here, but मैं fearless फ्लावर्स यूज करती हूँ अपनी भाषा में। बट वो कहाँ, किस समय और किसको क्या बोल रहे हैं, वो ज्यादा
Matter.
जरूरी है ये जानना। ओके। एक तो वो बात है। तो जहां तक कि ये शो है, आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज एनीथिंग रॉन्ग, इट्स अ सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड शो and it's 18 plus, and people have to pay to get in, like any other the platform, where we pay to get in, and there's an age restriction, all of that. If this was in common domain, accessible to children, then that would be an issue for me personally, but I don't see anything wrong in that. Roast is not something that is very अभी आ रहा है ये सबके you know uh, you know ethos में कि roast it's been going on for years, and we've also हमारे हास्य कवि तो रोस्ट ही करते थे, हास्य व्यंग में, कटाक्ष में, they used to say things, but और अभी भी आप प्रयागराज, बनारस, लखनऊ में नॉन वेज मुशायरा होते हैं। it's a पार्ट एंड पार्सल ऑफ कॉमेडी, बट इट्स लाइक हु आर यू। बच्चों के सामने अगर आप वो करेंगे तो सही सही बात नहीं है। तो वो पुलिसिंग आई एम नॉट पार्ट ऑफ, बट द फैक्ट इज कि वी आर डिस्कसिंग अ टॉपिक। मुझे ज्यादा दुख इस बात का हुआ कि जो कमेंट दिया गया उसमें जोक नहीं था। माय प्रॉब्लम वाज कि आप जोक नहीं था उसमें। अगर वो if it was hilarious, I would have even laughed, you know what I'm saying? So that is one thing for me। और दूसरी चीज ये है कि हमने इतना बड़ा इसका बवाल मचाया है, हम ही उसके कंज्यूमर हैं। और हम लोग जो चाह रहे हैं कि कुछ कुछ प्रोग्रेस अच्छी दिशा में हो, उस दिशा को छोड़ के अब हम इस पे कंसंट्रेट कर रहे हैं। मतलब कि इट्स नॉट अ नेशनल इमरजेंसी इफ यू आस्क मी। So this is my two take. I am nobody's. I have no business to comment on which language and what, but I really feel कि एक तो सही जगह पे सोच के बात करनी चाहिए, ओके। एंड जोक मारो तो अच्छा मारो, चाहे कोई भी भाषा यूज करो। 3-4 महीने पहले तक मैंने इस पे गौर ही नहीं किया था। आई डिडंट नो देयर वाज अ शो कॉल्ड इंडियाज गॉट लेटेंट।
Really?
नो, कैन यू बिलीव इट, मैं अंडर द रॉक रहती हूँ बिकॉज आई एम कंटिन्यूअसली क्रिएटिंग माई ओन थिंग। आई हैड सीन सम स्निपेट्स बट आई डिडंट कनेक्ट कि ये इस वाले शोज हैं। इतना आई एम अ मदर, आई डोंट हैव द टाइम। या तो मैं काम कर रही हूँ या आई एम एट होम, सो आई डोंट हैव द टाइम टू गो एंड कंज्यूम. And then I was informed about the show because, as luck would have it, I was invited to be a part of the Marathi version of India's Got Latent, which is called
Wow.
Marathi. Yeah, it's called Marathis. In fact, it was just last week. So I am a big lover of Marathi comic timing, Marathi literature, even their slapstick under the belt comedy is clever. So I obviously, knowing full well that I'm not very fluent with Marathi, I'm a lover. मतलब कि इस मुझसे ज्यादा आपको मराठी प्रेमी आदमी शायद नॉन मराठी ना मिले.
That is clearly visible in your reels. I mean,
या
there is one
मुंबईमध्ये
example.
राहिलाय म्हणजे मराठी बोलायचं, चुकी करायची पण बोलायचं. बोलोगे नहीं तो सीखोगे नहीं, एंड सीखना जरूरी है. ऑल्सो बिकॉज मैं यहाँ पली बड़ी हूँ, सो आई ऑफ कोर्स वेंट फॉर दैट. एंड मैंने सबको बोल के रखा था. और मेरे पैनल पे जो लोग थे उनसे उन्होंने मुझे पूछा अभी कि obviously this is it's a new show. It's not as big as India's Got Latent, I think.
What
And
it's called in Marathi?
Marathi Legends.
Does it have the same fabric as
Same
Sarai?
fabric, and with the done with the knowing of Samay. I think strangely non-Marathi Marathi comic is heading it, Kapil Agarwal. So it was very sweet. छोटी सी इनकी पहली 2-3 एपिसोड्स थे, बट मेरे लिए it was like a roast, right? And I wanted to see that what was the average uh, experience of going there, and it was really what I thought it would be, because even the normal person who was on the panel, ek to panel was amazing because they were all excellent, super comic timing. I think अगर लाइट पड़ी होंगी तो मैं
मगर
क्योंकि
कैसे जोक्स होते हैं on the Marathi one?
जोक्स मराठी में, दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ मराठी, कि आपको वो आप यकीन मानिए उस ऑडियंस में there were 2-3 above 50-60 people sitting.
Wow.
And in fact, each panelist had an opportunity of inviting somebody from the audience to the panel. I invited the senior most. There was a kaku sitting, meaning an auntie sitting in the front row, and I said, Kakus unite. So I said, Samorchi auntie, tumi yahan. And she didn't disappoint, meaning she was on fire, meaning, and so it was all like, Bura na mano, wo wala type ka. And wahi zone hota hai, I think. And also, like, even if there was flowery language, no, it's very, uh, what do you say? It's so cleverly and beautifully. It just sounds so nice, and you don't feel bad about anything because it's in the scope of roast. It did not go below the belt. It did not insult anybody. It did not go into uh ghar gharana, whatever. And we were very careful of that when we were in the panel as well. Ki if it's steering some way, we get it back, and it's all. So it was actually great to hear the panelists because each one of them was hilarious.
But I have to say, you played the lead in some of the most popular music videos.
Yeah.
That too at a time when music video added a lot of value to the songs.
Yeah.
What are your memories of shooting Bijuria, the hit song by Sonu Nigam?
Oh gosh, Vijaria was my first. I was very, very naive, very young. My I don't remember Sonu Itna, but I do remember learning the dance with Master Ji, which is Saroj Master Ji. And I'm a good dancer. I can say that now. Of course, I don't do many dance reels as much as I'd like to. But I couldn't move my kamar to save my life, and I will never forget Master Ji in film Alay ki tha, Alay, I think. I was rehearsing and she said, तुम इलाज जी की बेटी हो मतलब कि तुमसे कमर भी नहीं हिलाई जा रही है.
What a lovely song it was.
It was an amazing song. It was what an experience. Saroji is my main takeaway from that song. My first time.
So then, how your life changed post the release of another hit song, Aika Daji Ba. What
Oh
was it
yeah, that
like
was a good.
shooting that song? Was it in Mumbai?
No, no, no. Aika Daji Ba was a googly actually. I was approached by this new music company, which was Sagarika, and they had a bigger shoot in Thailand, and they wanted to piggyback on that schedule and do this shoot. तो हमें कहा गया था, there was Bosco Caesar, me, Milind, Jagdish Mali was directing it, and हमें कहा गया था कि बहुत ही बड़ा fancy set होएगा, international dancers होंगे. जब वहां गए तो वैसा कुछ नहीं था. हमारे पास कुछ 20 लेडी बॉयज थे एंड हमें सेट नहीं मिला, लोकेशन नहीं मिली. So we were supposed to basically shoot that entire song was shot in 1 day, 1.5 days.
Wow.
And even then we couldn't get the footage. So all that you see in the song are NG takes, as we call them, not good takes, which were just patched up together by Bosco, I think, in the last edit. And it just clicked.
Would you like to give us a few lines if you don't mind? I know you don't can't say no to singing.
अम, मुझे प्यार नहीं तुझसे है बा, मुझे दिल बिल को तेरा दे बा, मुझे प्यार नहीं तुझसे है बा, मुझे दिल बिल को तेरा दे बा. Ai cada jiva, ai cada jiva, ai cada jiva, ai cada jiva, ai ka. So that's the riff, main
Lovely.
riff.
I remember on Dandiya, it was the song that used to be played way back
Yeah,
in 2002, 2003. But
yeah.
you of course belong to a family of super achievers. Be it at Guru Piyush Pandey, who's your uncle, to your mom Ila Arun. I have to say that too much of talent in one family the God has given. You
Yeah.
know, and you of course have worked in over 100 commercials from Vic Vaporub, like Vicks ki goli lo, khich ki dur karo, to many more. Looking back, which are some of your favorite jingles that you sing or remember fondly when you look back today?
The ones that I did, or
Yeah, when you have 100, I'm sure you must be part of very good ones.
yeah, I remember Vicks. I mean, I don't remember actually. I just remember stories that bichare those people who had to deal with me then. I was a very, very precocious kid, bhai. I meet those filmmakers who are still around, Bhagwan ki daya se, when they're like, oh, we met you as a child actor, and that glint in their eyes only is enough to tell me, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry for that.
So you were what 7 years old that time when you shot the.
I started when I was 3,
Okay.
and then I continued till um I continued till I was about 8, 9. Then I did a series with Vivek Vaswani, and then I stopped. And then I restarted when I was 18 again. But my best, yeah, Vix, yeah, you can't get over it. Vix ki goli.
But is there a funny childhood art film story that you'd like to share with us?
Many. And I just want them to go into the like I said, I was a very, very precocious kid. I think once it was Leslie Lewis's dad, T.L. Raj, who was a choreographer and or some choreographer, I am not sure. And I found that he was, little jhumoing. So I told him, I said, Jab tak you don't call my mom, I'm not going to dance. Once there's a story that where's Ishita? She's gone to the Tanki, and there used to be model coordinators who would fetch me from my home and take me to the shoot, and then uh, female coordinators, and then would drop me back. Kahan gayi? Where is this girl? She's hiding on the terrace. So many stories. That's
Which
not
which
good.
which ad film was that?
Don't remember. I've just lost count. I don't even remember meeting Neena Gupta for Robin Blue. Only Auntie Poo remembers the director, poor thing. Bless her.
You were not part of another Lijjat Papad
I
ad.
was, I'm forgetting. I know that, I know the bungalow I remember. The bungalow I remember, but I don't remember कि भाई उसमें हुआ क्या था. I just remember कि बहुत सारे पापड़ थे.
Your mother is an accomplished singer, actor. She has recently released her memoir titled Parde ke Piche. You never thought of turning singer? You write songs. You have written some of the songs.
Yeah, my mom, actually, I grew up in the childhood of writers and musicians at home. Like, I'm very fortunate actually. I grew up with, Zakir Bhai coming, Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab coming, lots of theater rehearsals, good listening to lyrics, music. And I also saw music up close, but I didn't have the patience to do riyaz. And in my house, of course, अभी मैं होती तो मैं तो गा ही लेती, शायद गा भी लूं, पर हमारे यहाँ रियाज को बहुत ही अ, दबाव और मायना देते हैं, मायना रखता है रियाज. तो उस चक्कर में मैंने गाना नहीं करा क्योंकि रियाज होगा भाई, मुझे एक ही चीज नहीं करनी है, 10 बार whatever. बट लिखना और सुनना और उसको अपने तरीके से कहना, दैट इज व्हाट आई पिक्ड अप आई गेस. सो सिंगिंग इज नॉट नो, बट इट मे हैपन. इट्स जस्ट दैट रियाज नहीं हो पाएगा.
Let's talk about your film, especially Rana Naidu.
Hmm.
What do you like or enjoyed most about working in Telugu cinema with Daggubati?
No, no. So it was very nice. They were very professional. Was very fortunate कि after my first time, um, I was in the first season. I had a really nice role. I the premise of the show itself was excellent. It was based on Ray Donovan. Of course, it had colorful language because it's based on stuntmen. And keeping to the original, it had what it had. But in the world of Rana, which is a stunt person, in that fixer world, I don't think underworld में आप करके बात करेंगे, right? So the screenplay was true to where it was. So as an actor, I saw that. I also saw the fact that I was working with a really ace team. And it was so from that sense as a great team to work with, and Rana as well as Venkatesh were great people to work with because they brought in a very different work ethic to set. My first shot was in the night shift and the last shot of the night shift, so 6 o'clock in the morning, and at that time Venkatesh was standing in this extra car shot and trying to direct them so that रात अच्छे से खत्म हो जाए, which I don't think is very often seen with senior actors. So it was really great, and just the show itself, of course, polarized views, but I can just tell you one thing, that we're actors, so we're made to make you think what you have seen, um, and make you believe it.
Will we see you in the sequel of Rana Naidu?
Yes.
What more can you tell us about it?
I will let the promo talk, and hopefully more of me on screen. I just fingers crossed. But up until then, my Pagalpanti Zaruri hai is going on, which is reels.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Love your reels. We also saw you in Hansal Mehta Scoop
Yeah,
as Nelly Siddiqui.
yeah.
How much? did you know about the murder of Jade and about Jigna Vora when you signed this series?
I knew about the book, of course. I knew about her struggle, but more importantly, I wanted to read about, uh, I'm forgetting Nellie's actually real name, but she was a professor, and she was the main reason that her husband took the stand of, she's the one who asked him questions about why aren't you not standing up for her? You should stand up for her. And then it took a turn. So although my scene was my I had four scenes, and for me again it was Hansal sir, so I will become a wallflower and stand for anything he says. But moreover, this was a that one protagonist and catalyst in the journey towards truth. So for which reason I wanted to be a part of it. Jigna's story is very heart-wrenching, and after I did this, that's when I read the book. I didn't want to read it earlier. I had enough knowledge of what was happening. I had enough knowledge of the past occurrences, and there was so much available on the net. But after I did this, I read the book.
Revisiting it.
Yeah.
And finally, how do you decide the themes for your reels? Is it always Mumbai Road and digging up, or the character that you develop with your friend, with your colleague who plays PT teacher?
Yeah. Uh, just instinct. Anything that I am facing as a common person, but common person is the common theme, I would say. Um, Relatability is the theme, slice of life. So if I'm thinking of,
How
I
that
don't
idea
know,
JCBs think the machines came. Uh,
I मैं अपने अभी गेट से निकलूंगी तो वो सामने खड़ी है और एक नहीं मेरे घर के सामने 12, so I don't have to go too far for inspiration.
Mumbai Road.
Also मुझे ये this is a way of expressing how we're feeling, so that's where I take the inspo from.
Most of the time targeting BMC.
And they're like, please be careful. I said, well, they can't reach me, the roads are dug up.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out and
No, no,
talking.
absolutely. Sorry, I got
Looking
late and lovely
forward,
chatting with you.
same here. Looking forward to lots more. Next time, hopefully in person. All the best for Rana
Thank you
Naidu,
so
what you do
much.
next. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye.